Hey guys, Pam here. I want to just make this quick video. My solar panel kit thing came in yesterday, so I want to go open it and make sure that it's not damaged and I don't have to try to send it back or anything like that. Okay, I ordered the Rich solar kit. After I ordered this thing, I actually found a review on YouTube that put it behind the Renogy panels and the OH something something. I can't remember. The other one was a 4-letter name, and it was like that. The Renogy panel and that panel were like almost ideal. Like it made you want to think it was just an off-brand of Renogy that they threw out there to make more money. This one coming third. I'm hoping that means it'll, you know, kind of hold up and be okay, because it's what I ordered and it's kind of what I'm stuck with. Unless it's damaged, of course. Why do I do this? Every time I have an unpackaging video, I don't grab the scissors. And I had a pair in here and took them out because I went to the dealership and didn't know if they were going to keep the van or not. So I took everything out of it. And I'm just going to have to go get it. So I'll be right back. Okay, got some scissors now. I found these little scissors at Walmart. Now, I'm pretty sure Dollar Tree and a bunch of different places has cheap scissors. But these were like 98 cents a piece. There's a wasp. And I grabbed 3 or 4 pair of them. And I just have them everywhere. I try to have them everywhere. Like I said, I had a pair in here and then I took them out. But they're so cheap. Like, seriously, you can have them in every drawer. Have a pair in the bathroom drawer. Have a pair in your vehicle. Have a pair in your storage buildings or your outbuildings. Have a pair everywhere. Because seriously, how often do you need scissors and you don't have them and you have to go hunt a pair and get frustrated like I just did. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to get around this big old box. Tape is off those ends. I hope everything's okay down there. But here we go, boys and girls. Here we go, here we go, here we go. There's like no padding in this box. I believe that's what the interviewer thing said too. That they didn't have any kind of foam or anything in front of them. So, in other words, if somebody set a big box on top of this one, that it could have broke. So that's why I wanted to open it and look at it. Nowhere near ready to install it yet. But I want to make sure that it's okay. How could I do that unless I take the whole thing out of here? How am I going to get the whole thing out of here? Alright, I'm going to have to move my Cokes in the corner here, turn this thing this way, and pull it out the back. So let me go around and do that. And bring you guys over here with me. Yikes. I guess that's good enough. I'm going to have to use both hands and a foot. I think before I pull this box off, I want to lay this over and look at the okay, well, that just sucked. So let's have a look at this thing. I don't exactly know what you guys are seeing, but I don't know. I don't see any cracks in it. But I think I want to take all this off just to make sure. So hang on. I'm going to let that go for a second and look at the ends, make sure they're good. Yep. I don't see any bends or any breaks or any cracks or on that side. So let's turn it now and look at this side. Looks good over here. Like the frame doesn't seem to be bent anywhere, like it got shoved on a shelf and into something, or it looks relatively good. It's brand new. Alright, so I'm happy with that little quick inspection. But I absolutely want to put this back on here. And then we're going to have a look in this box. Just as soon as we get this back in this box. Alright, we're going to get it started and then leave it for a second. Monocrystalline solar panel, max power, 100 watts. And a ton of information that means absolutely nothing to me right now. I just don't know enough about it. I have a feeling I'm going to be able to learn. I may forget it in a month or two, but I'm anxious to learn something new, even if it is solar panels and electrical hookups. Or the hot water here, I think, is going to be my most challenging because, well, first of all, I'm indecisive on what kind to get. Like, electric would be the easiest way to go, but I'm kind of thinking, if I'm out and it's winter and rainy for days and I don't get enough electric and can't charge batteries and things start smelling, like, what do you do? So I kind of want to go propane, but I don't because my space is very limited. I'm gonna have to cut a hole in the van to be able to build a propane box and bin it properly. I don't know. I'm just on the fence about it. Because I feel like if I'm going to do that for propane, I don't want one of the little tanks. I want to put one of the bigger ones. I don't want to be stranded in the winter and can't get out because I'm snowed in, say, for 2 weeks. Have no electrical because there's no sun. And then just a small tank of propane that'll be out, say, in 4 or 5 days. Like, I need something that'll last the whole couple of weeks if that's what it takes. to get out. I don't plan to put myself in a situation like that. But, you know, freakazoid weather happens and you just get stuck. But I plan, not like I did the first weekend trip I took. I actually planned to read the weather and check it out in whatever place I'm planning to go to. And just make sure it doesn't have bad weather coming. Positive cables and yep. And the charge controller is in a sandwich bag. I don't like that. It's just cheap plastic. If you're gonna do plastic, do something like a heavy meal and whatnot. And in a situation like this where it's got possible glass that could break, like maybe use Mylar even or something. Like this cheapy sandwich bag stuff kind of upsets me, but I know a lot of companies, especially ones that are starting out, have to use cheaper supplies. Hell, I'm using cheaper supplies on what I'm doing right now, so I get it. I just don't like it. And the Z brackets. But I don't plan on putting this thing on the roof right now, to tell you the truth. Where's it going, you may ask? I'm going to hold that information as a surprise when we actually put this thing in here. Because as of right now, I don't have a battery. I'm debating on buying a Mighty Max from Lowe's and just do a deep cycle like AGM battery, because those lithium ones are hella crazy money. So I'm thinking I'll just start with a deep cycle because it's more in my price range, and then see how it pans out. If I need lithium later on, then maybe I'll be able to afford it then, because I won't have all this other stuff that I'm having to pay out. Because right now I'm still buying, I like to say I'm just buying the basics, but like I don't even know if it is basics at this point. Like I'm kind of buying stuff I like. I went, as you can see, I bought the one water container yesterday. I didn't buy two. I'm actually thinking for the gray tank, I'm just going to get something crazy cheap, because I'm going to cut a hole in the bottom and put a special little spout that I can run a water hose off of. If I'm at a place that I can just run the gray water out on the ground, I can just run that hose out the door, or just out on the ground, or out under the van and let it, I don't know. But I didn't want to pay, you know, 15 bucks for another one of these big cans just to cut it up, and then if it not work, I need to throw it out and buy something else. So I'm just going to get a little cheap, maybe one of those little collapsible ones, or I may just start with a 2-liter or 2-gallon thing of water just to cut the hole and get the drain set up working like it's in my head. And then if that turns out to work well, then buy a bigger permanent thing and set it up and fix it the way it needs to be. But I did get a clean water bucket. I'm going to order the USB, rechargeable USB faucet that you just hit the button on the top and run it into that in whatever cabinet I end up with. I really wanted to go to the Habitat for Humanity Restore and try to find some cheap something I could modify. But I learned, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but at the store here, like the prices are even higher than retail. Like it's ridiculous. I've never been in there, but all the reviews are like, the people are rude, the prices are unbelievable, don't do it. So I haven't gone yet. Not even, I don't know. I kind of, in a way, hate taking other people's advice like that. I've always been the type of person that if I don't like you, it's because I don't like you. Because I met you, I spent time with you, I don't care for you, that's it. I'm not going to dislike you because the person standing over there don't like you. So just because a couple people had bad results at that store doesn't mean I'm not going to have a great time and find super crazy deals there. But I haven't been yet, so I don't know. What is the deal here? What is the deal, Pickle? There you go. No, that side don't want to do it. Like they are not in sync here somehow. Gotta get it down where it's manageable. Ugh. Let's see. Let's raise this up. There we go. Alright, now that I've checked it out and it's good, I really need to test it like before the return date is up, just in case there is something seriously wrong with it and I need to send it back. Like, it can't sit in the closet for 6 months. I don't intend to sit here for 6 months anyway. But so my little tassels are like getting on my nerves. So I found an old inverter that we'd had forever, and it turned out to be a 1,000-watt inverter. And I may pull it down the next day or two. It's spent a lot of time in an outbuilding, and it's dirty. It's set on the ground. It's got mud in the screw holes and stuff, and I don't know if I trust it. But maybe I can take it apart and clean it up. I mean, I think I could do that careful enough not to. I mean, I used to work for a cell phone company, and we took cell phones apart and resoldered and did stuff like that like all day long. So hopefully I'll be able to take this thing apart and vacuum it out real good and get all the mud, check the wires, make sure they're not corroded or rusted or broken, and then give this thing a go. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I still don't have a battery. Like, I can't see if this is going to charge anything without something to charge.